Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband Ryan several years ago, so I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
It was... I saw the red flags, but they didn't look red. They looked kind of fuchsia and cute. But I ignored...
Do you block people ever?
No, I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there is a couple people that I have muted.
Good.
Yeah.
Hollywood drama, the gift that keeps on giving. And today, our main character is none other than Blake Lively, the golden girl with perfect hair, a dreamboat husband, and a reputation that seems just a little too polished. Sure, on the surface, she's all smiles, witty Instagram captions, and beachy waves that look straight out of a shampoo commercial. But beneath the glossy exterior, oh honey, it's a different story. Because while Blake might seem like Hollywood's sweetheart, the rumor mill paints a spicier picture. We're talking on-set feuds that could rival any soap opera, shady interviews that have fans picking sides, and whispers of being quietly blacklisted from the biggest stages in Tinseltown. Sweetheart? Maybe. Drama magnet? Definitely. So grab your popcorn, or let's be real, a big glass of wine, and buckle up. We're diving headfirst into the chaos, the shade, and the not-so-perfect side of Blake Lively's Hollywood fairy tale. Spoiler alert, it's going to get messy. Let's roll. Let's kick things off with one of Blake's juiciest Hollywood feuds. Her not-so-simple relationship with Anna Kendrick. On paper, pairing Blake with Anna for the 2018 thriller/dark comedy A Simple Favor seemed like a Hollywood dream. Two gorgeous, talented actresses with razor-sharp wit. What could possibly go wrong? Well, apparently, everything. The tension started brewing long before the cameras rolled. Back in 2016, Anna made an offhand comment during an interview about never being able to pull off Taylor Swift's America's Sweetheart image, claiming she was too cynical for that kind of branding. Now, for most people, it was just Anna being Anna, snarky, self-deprecating, and a little tongue-in-cheek. But when your bestie happens to be Taylor Swift, as Blake is, it's easy to see how that little remark might not land so well. Fast forward to the press tour for A Simple Favor, and the tension between Blake and Anna was so thick, you could cut it with a designer butter knife. Fans couldn't help but notice Anna's snarky quips and interruptions whenever Blake spoke, while Blake's trademark smile seemed just a little too frozen to be genuine. The internet, of course, went wild. Team Anna? Team Blake? Everyone had an opinion, but the universal consensus was clear. Something shady was definitely going down. And if you thought the awkward interviews were bad, wait until you hear what happened behind the scenes. According to a production insider, the studio had to step in and mediate, treating their two leads like squabbling teenagers at summer camp. The insider described the set as tense and claimed both actresses were essentially ordered to play nice for the sake of the movie. Spoiler alert, it didn't work, but the pettiness didn't stop there. Rumor has it Anna, known for her biting wit and cheeky sense of humor, asked the marketing team to enhance her cleavage on the movie posters so she could match Blake's bombshell aesthetic. Because nothing screams professionalism like a Photoshop battle over who looks hotter. Blake, never one to let shade go unanswered, reportedly fired back in interviews, calling Anna nice at first. Ouch. By the end of the press tour, the two were reportedly avoiding each other entirely. Interviews turned into a passive-aggressive showdown, with both actresses forcing out compliments that sounded faker than a reality TV reunion special. Fans dissected every side-eye and micro-expression, and while the studio might have gotten its promotional buzz, it came at the cost of any chance these two would ever share a latte, let alone a screen, again.
What was the most challenging scene for you to get right?
Because all of them. This whole movie, honestly, the work that I did on screen was easier than the work that I did off screen.
Now, if you thought the Anna Kendrick drama was juicy, let's rewind to the early 2000s, when Blake was starring as Serena Vanderwoodson on Gossip Girl. On screen, Serena and Blair Waldorf, played by Leighton Meester, were besties with a side of rivalry. Off-screen, let's just say the rivalry part was more than a little real. The clash started with their personalities. Blake, the bubbly socialite, loved the spotlight and thrived on red carpets and high-profile parties. Meanwhile, Leighton was quieter, more introverted, and far less interested in the glitz and glam of Hollywood. A normal difference, right? Except when you're sharing the screen for years, those differences can snowball into something bigger. Rumors of tension on set started swirling pretty early, with whispers that the two barely tolerated each other. Crew members reportedly picked sides, turning the Gossip Girl set into something out of a high school cafeteria. You had Team Blake, who loved her charm and outgoing nature, and Team Leighton, who respected her focus and no-nonsense attitude. According to insiders, the divide was so pronounced that producers joked about needing a referee on set. Not that anyone was laughing, but the drama didn't stop there. One of the most infamous moments involved Blake allegedly making an insensitive remark about Leighton's past. Leighton, as some fans might know, was born while her mother was serving time in prison, a difficult chapter that she's handled with grace and kept largely private. So when Blake reportedly joked about acting in a cage while glancing at Leighton, fans were quick to pounce. Blake was called heartless, insensitive, and, for lack of a better term, totally tone-deaf. And if that wasn't enough, the two actresses reportedly stopped speaking entirely by the time the show wrapped in 2012. While the rest of the cast enjoyed nostalgic reunions and tearful goodbyes, Blake skipped out on most of them, supposedly too busy living her best life. Meanwhile, Leighton turned her focus to music and indie projects, carefully avoiding any mention of her old co-star. Fans have spent years hoping for some kind of reconciliation, a cute social media exchange, a photo op at a fan event, anything. But nope. Blake and Leighton don't follow each other on Instagram, haven't been spotted together since the show ended, and frankly, act like the other doesn't exist. And considering Gossip Girl was one of the most iconic teen dramas of its time, the fact that its two leading ladies can't even pretend to like each other speaks volumes. Of course, Hollywood loves its revisionist history, so there's always a chance this feud will get spun into some kind of heartwarming reconciliation story. But until then, fans will just have to keep dissecting old interviews and wondering what really went down on the Upper East Side. XOXO.
What are you most excited about in life right now?
Oh, I'm so excited about my company that I'm launching.
What's your favorite movie?
Wizard of Oz.
Movie you laughed the hardest through?
Shawshank Redemption.
If you could sing a duet with someone, who would it be?
An unplugged microphone.
If your life was a song, what would the title be?
Victory Lap, for those people that believe you get to live multiple lives.
Shawshank Redemption? A movie about a man wrongfully imprisoned, enduring unspeakable horrors, is Blake's pick for the funniest film. Either she saw some alternate blooper reel version we missed, or her sense of humor operates on a level the rest of us just can't comprehend. Now, let's fast forward to more recent years, where Blake Lively's reputation in Hollywood has hit a few, shall we say, speed bumps. On the surface, she still dazzles at red carpets, trades witty social media banter with her husband Ryan Reynolds, and generally looks like she's living the dream. But behind the scenes, the whispers are louder than ever, and they're not exactly flattering. Let's start with the Golden Globes. In 2021, rumors surfaced that Blake had been quietly snubbed from presenting at the event. Now, being asked to present at a major awards show is pretty standard for a star of her caliber. It's Hollywood's way of saying, you're still relevant. So, when Blake wasn't on the lineup, it raised some eyebrows. Word on the street was that the powers that be decided to pass on Blake due to her difficult reputation. Difficult, as in, maybe not everyone in the industry is charmed by her flawless Instagram posts and breezy interviews. And then there's the A Simple Favor 2 debacle. The original movie did well enough to warrant a sequel, and early screenings reportedly tested well. But the project hit a wall when Blake allegedly refused to participate in promotional duties. Her reason? Some vague legal issues involving co-star Justin Baldoni. And while the specifics of those legal dramas remain murky, the result was clear. The sequel was shelved, leaving her co-stars Anna Kendrick and Henry Golding high and dry. Now, if you're Blake Lively, this probably doesn't feel like a big deal. You still get your paycheck, your life with Ryan Reynolds is basically a rom-com, and you can always blame scheduling conflicts for not showing up. But for everyone else involved, it's a disaster. A stalled sequel means wasted time, wasted money, and wasted hype. And when a film gets shelved because its biggest star refuses to play ball, it's not the interns or supporting actors who get the blame, it's the name at the top of the poster. At this point, you might be wondering, is Blake Lively really in trouble? Or is this just Hollywood being Hollywood? After all, this is an industry that loves to eat its own. But when you start adding up the snubs, the stalled projects, and the whispers of a difficult reputation, it's hard not to wonder if Blake's once perfect Hollywood image is starting to crack. Of course, her fans are quick to jump to her defense. They point to her philanthropy, her role as a devoted mother, and her legendary Instagram roasts of Ryan Reynolds as proof that she's nothing but a down-to-earth sweetheart. But Hollywood doesn't run on good intentions. It runs on PR, and even the best PR can only patch up so many rumors before people start asking questions. So, what's the real story here? Is Blake Lively the misunderstood golden girl who just can't catch a break? Or is she the queen of passive-aggressive shade and behind-the-scenes drama? Honestly, it's probably a little of both. Hollywood, after all, is a place where egos clash harder than stunt cars in a Michael Bay movie, and where even the nicest person can end up with a reputation as difficult if they don't play by the unspoken rules. But let's not forget, Hollywood loves a comeback. For every star who's been written off, there's another who's managed to rewrite the narrative. Maybe Blake will bounce back stronger than ever, proving that the rumors were just that, rumors. Or maybe she'll lean into the drama, embracing her inner villain like a true Hollywood diva. Either way, one thing's for sure, the tea isn't drying up anytime soon. And let's face it, this is what we live for, right? The juicy scandals, the ridiculous feuds, the behind-the-scenes chaos that makes Hollywood feel less like a dream factory and more like a reality TV show with a bigger budget. So whether you're Team Blake, Team Anna, Team Layton, or Team I'm just here for the drama, one thing's clear. Blake Lively is keeping Hollywood interesting. And really, isn't that what it's all about? Now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think? Is Blake the victim of a gossip-fueled smear campaign, or is there more to these rumors than meets the eye? Drop your hot takes in the comments because we're dying to know whose team you're on. Oh, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Hollywood drama, because this train of chaos isn't stopping anytime soon. Stay messy, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, show's over. Hungry for more twists? You know where to find us. Keep that popcorn hot. We'll handle the drama. Want to catch the next showdown in real time? Hit subscribe and buckle up.